most ridiculous games by himself and took out Commandment, Scented, and Edgy, and just that one frag in the win put Furious over the edge. So anything can happen in this final game.
Anything could happen. You are running out of time. It's go big or go home. As you can see, all of these teams from about 14 down are on the edge. I think Unknown, Smocked, and Casker could still make a move. That's a smack that can read, I promise. Here we go, taking a look at all the teams outside of the top 3 bubble, though. If you want burritos, you gotta be in the bubble. Slacks, Jack, and Acorn currently in that best position to break through at 77 points. Not far ahead of Not Panda, Tragics, and Frisk, though, who ended up finishing 3rd in the last heat thanks to their 10 eliminations.
Yeah, that was very good from Not Panda, Tragics, and Frisk. And they put themselves in contention again, but because Slacks, Acorn, and Jack had a similar game, and from that massive game number 2, they're actually still in the lead. And that battle is going to be important because you got to break into the top 3 if you want any prizing. And right now it's held by Furious, Blake, and Illustar, former champions of the Challenger Series. Number 3, DGen, Agers, and Skittles. They've been here all day long, though, man. And they finally retake the 2nd place spot in the final moments. It is going to be a battle between Scented, Edgy, Commandment, and DGen, Agers, and Skittles. And if it happens like that again, man, this will be one of the greatest set of games I think we've ever seen in a competitive Fortnite setting.
Oh, this is going to be so lit, guys. And if I can make a request to the observers, can you please show us the start? I know we want to see what's happening in the towers. I also need to know, how are Scented, Edge, and Commandment getting off to a hot start every game? I mean, you look at that, 37, 31, 35, 3 of their 4 games, they're dropping 30 bombs, and no one has been able to match that pace. They are playing like superstars tonight, Bala.
Yeah, that they are, but they're going to continue to have to be superstars, and anybody that wants to catch them has to be completely out of this world. We got game number 5 coming up after one final break.
At Chipotle, carne asada is back. When you're cutting it, it's tender, and when you're eating it, it's tender. It's bomb steak.
At the numbers, let's take them off the screen and jump into the final drop of the night. Here is your number 1 team. Bala, what does the plan look like here for Scented and crew? Are they dividing and conquering, or are they just spreading out for the early loot?
Absolutely. The first couple of games that were contested by some team that they definitely made quick work of. I think that other team, they just fell again. It might be the 21 Pilots guys, unfortunately for them. But hey, Scented Stretch,
Sorry,
or Scented, Commandment, and Edgy. Now they have uncontested Misty Meadows. This is the difference between between this team and some of the other teams, like, for example, Riverson, Vega, and Dubs, who's fighting against Mongrel. And once again, 2 of them down instantly. The same thing can be said against Dirty Docks, where Bizzle and crew are landing. Arkram, Avery, Jamper, they're in a fight. Book is down. Avery will be fighting off against...
Ooh, that's
Arkram up above.
there.
It's a full build fight. 2 builds left for Avery, and his teammate's not going to be anywhere close to be able to get back into this. And Arkram looks like he has mats for days.
Remember, this is the battle we wanted to see. These 2 teams matching up every single round, neither backing down here in game 5.
Nice build for Jamper, uses the block a shot. There's Rex, he finds a nice angle. Oh, that's some big damage, and Avery will be able to follow up. Yes, he gets the knock. Arkram up above, they do trade. Is Jamper going to be able to get this? Yes, he gets the siphon. If he can stop Arkram from getting this, he should be in a decent position. Arkram right now has the HP advantage, but it's a 1v1 to win the fight, to win this battle. At New Tilted Towers, Salty Towers, the drop down, he's trying to get the siphon. Avery's so low, he might actually be able to get over. No, the mats now run out, and Avery will fall. Arkram smartly goes up to get away from this and buy him some time, so not only can he get the health advantage, now he also gets the position.
And good luck, Jamper. Surrounded, not executed yet, and there it is. All right, so Booga, Jamper, and the rest will be able to take a break and enjoy their burrito. Meanwhile, we've got Arkram and the rest of his team still in this one. So is Extrovert and Caleb. You saw him in the first Challenger Series presented by Chipotle for Fortnite. This time playing with Symmetrical. And you didn't see him in the top 10, but this is a squad looking to climb the leaderboard. Let's take a look at who else is around them. It looks like 2 other teams here were in the mix.
Fight at Caddy Corners. We haven't quite seen it yet. These are the types of things. These are the places where you see changes on the map. These lighter POIs where people try to take a little bit of extra loot or see that it's open for quite a bit, see that they can 50-50 one player who's kind of splitting off from this trio. In this case, it looks like Caleb, Vert, and Symmetrical might be the detriment here. They definitely were struggling early on. Caleb, just get back to Vert. They have to face off with COD Genesis and Shades, who we saw take out Zexro in the last game.
All right, Shades. You're going to get pounced on. I see the long flank here from Vert. And he is chasing after COD Genesis, who is with no shield currently.
Oh, Vert's going to go for it.
Okay, Vert. Not the right timing. Unfortunately, you're outnumbered here, and now you can take a break. Already multiple squads eliminated, as we're starting to see how the action is shaping up. The Gen G ladies not shooting any AI bots this time around.
Yeah. But once again, it looks like Unknown, Smacked, and Casker have found them. This happens every time. It looks like Carly will try to get big pot shots quickly onto Unknown, but Smacked and Unknown have got Hannah in a box. Unfortunately, she's down. Carly will come in for the back, though. Okay, that was very close to taking out Smacked and turning the tides. Unknown also takes some damage on the backside. You don't usually see him get shot like that. He's very good at covering up the angles. Carly will still battle, but end up thinking that he has a better. Oh, Jahi gets the box on him. Actually, oh my goodness, that was some quick stuff. Almost had it work. They will have hype for now. Smack will heal back up. Hannah is now fully knocked and eliminated. And that siphon now for Smacked, who was the person who took the biggest smack on the back.
Is this a 2v3 or a 2v2 right now? I only see Smacked and Unknown.
Yeah, Casker must be down.
Must be down. All right, so you got a fair fight minus the lack of shield here on Carly. And we'll see if she can hit the window shot. Not in time. Unknown is going to wrap around. And now you got to start getting worried. One of the best in the game is directly above you, threatening your life.
Yeah, and the way that the setup is for Unknown, Smack, and Casker out of retail row, I'm going to have to guess they have more mats. He's starting to run out. Okay, they got Smacked in the box. Carly trades a little bit, but Unknown now starts to fire in from a distance. Jahi down, Carly left alone, and once again, the pinch is so good. The chemistry there from Smacked and Unknown is fantastic, the way that they take these fights from multiple angles and just close them out quickly.
I'm gonna say they're like sharks just circling. Well done there. Unknown Army sitting at 3 eliminations. We'll jump back to him and his squad in a moment. For the meantime, let's take a look here at some wider action. You know what? Let's jump in first person as we go in with a live look. Who are we going to next? It's going to be Arkham. So this is the team that won the battle here at the towers over Booga and crew. Now they should have lots of loot to work with, but you can see there's damage going around them.
The actually issue right now, I think this is Zate Sat.
No shot.
Or Zate Stretch and Clicks pushing right here. Yep, I hear right there. They asked for confirmation on who it is. It is Zate, Stretch, and Clicks. And this is actually something that, we talk about like future tournaments and whatnot.
Yep.
Zate, Stretch, and Clicks are actually experimenting there. They had the opportunity out of Sweaty Sands in previous seasons to push on to Salty Springs. Even from Doom's Domain, where Zate, Saf, and Stretch were landing, both of those teams had the opportunity to push into Salty Springs because it had a loot and balance. This time, the loot and balance is not quite there, but if there's an early fight like we just saw, yes, there will be an imbalance. Thresh, oh, this is bad. This is so bad. Buddy.
29 health in a dream. First in his way forward, nice build. Saves up for now. And you look at his kit and you're like, yeah, it's only a matter of time. Finally, it's going to be reverse 2K locking that one in with Day. As Saf is also in the feed. We're down to 18 squads as we go back. Let's take a look here at a new player.
This is full chaos. Oh my goodness. Emad, Zexor, and Haz landing at Slurpy Swamps. Come on, Emad.
Do you believe?
I believe. He said he's not dying in that. When Emad says something, he never lies. Oh, never mind. He's
Emad, you got this. No, you don't.
Go for it.
No, you don't.
He just goes for the suicide play. He's in a cone. Yeah.
Hey, man, your streaming room looks good, though. The streaming room looks great. Thanks for showcasing the
gotta
feed.
go,
Let's go
son.
over to Furious, the returning champion with
game will still be
Illest.
sucked.
They've already got a year supply of burritos. They've each banked $10,000, part of the $30,000 first place prize. And this time, they're trying to bring Blake into the money.
Ahead of me.
And the burritos.
Still there.
And burritos.
And the
Because I was
The
farming a lot
burrito
of bucks
prize
'cause it
does
was, like,
stack.
really low.
So Furious and Illest are
Gonna
going
give
for the
you love
back-to-back
and a kiss on
free
the
burritos
cheek.
for a year, which means something like they did the
Should've
math in
far.
the production chat. 104
Go, boys, every kill
burritos
matters.
Yep.
in 1 year.
Car
My
coming.
goodness.
400 AR,
Good, back up, back up.
Ball, in
So
your
you know,
prime, how many burritos could you eat at once?
Got once, man. You know
Yeah,
how-
because I
you know how
think I could
full-
put down 2.5. But burritos
Yeah?
from Chipotle are like the
From
size of my
Chipotle is
calf.
different though, man. Like
Yeah.
they really
I'm just
stack
gonna
them tight. But hey,
chill for
maybe I could
15
do
seconds.
2 in my prime.
Two in your
These
prime?
days-
Okay.
These
Maybe
days I
get to
struggle
the end of that
finish a
tech.
bowl, man.
I feel you. I feel you. I actually got a bowl last night during our rehearsal, and we finished that for breakfast, guys. Chipotle for
nice.
breakfast. Who would have known? It's delicious.
Question
Okay.
though, double
Go ahead.
chicken? Do you get
Double
double meat? You know?
Listen, when
go
you
for
got
it?
when you got carne asada in stock, no need to
Yeah.
go the double chicken route. I just staked up.
I'll grab it.
Gotta get that
Taking a look
protein.
here, they're going to be taking their time moving around the map. Furious, Illest, and Blake. They have been one of the more consistent squads. Not as consistent as Scented or Degen and what we saw from Skittles, but
Yep.
what do you want to see from this squad? What seems to be their strategy up to this point?
I like this right here. You know, taking the car. Look, there's 43 players up. If they take that car and they stay away as far as possible, if there looks like a team that's about to W key them, take that car and bounce, right? You don't
Yeah.
want to take a risk because you never know who it is going to be W keying. You never know if it's unknown, jump in the box with no regard for human life, no regard for his stance in the tournament at all. You never know. So just get away. If you have a vehicle like that, if you have some mobility, that gives you the opportunity to do so. Look at this. DJ Natures and Skittles, they have the same idea. They're just trying to outlast. Look, Ronaldo, Macwood, and Kanata, they have 5 elims already. You know they're not playing for this anymore. You know they're just gonna try to W key, get some content for their stream. So get in that car, get in the truck, get out of here. Ooh, a little reboot. And he's got 2 Rift Fish actually. Ronaldo could be a very valuable target to actually W key.
Nice little drop off. Quick reminder, carne asada is back for a limited time. Fill your belly with that delicious steak from Chipotle. And once again, the burrito codes wore out, ladies and gentlemen. Not completely out. They're out in the ether. No scope 368 to 888222 was the latest one we put on screen. It's Ronaldo dropping the rip fish, and they're going to use it with the full trio back in action. They're making their move to the center of the circle. Meanwhile, we got Zypha on low ground, surrounded by enemies.
And this is the difference here. We actually have Tragics involved in this fight. Was in the top 6 before this, trying his best to catch up to Furious Blake and Illest. Not looking good, man. He's engaged in a fight. I mean, yes, they're winning, but not too far away as the third party. Not simple. We've seen them be aggressive in this. I like the idea from Zypha, but it doesn't quite work out. Thankfully,
Well,
it kind of quiets down around here.
Lighting them trees up. It's going to be Nut and Simple pushing them at the moment. And you did mention Tragics. Not Panda and Frisk. They finished third because they got 10 eliminations in the last heat.
Oh no. Just got kind of crazy. We switched POVs. We're all the way in Weeping Woods right now. It looks like Ronaldo and crew did W key a little bit. They found who Fishy and Pledge and Chap are in the distance right now. I don't think either of these guys really have too much opportunity, but you know, Macwood will go for what Macwood does. They definitely want to get the content down. What I was saying on the other side of the map though, Zayt, Clicks, and Stretch just rolled up to that already 3-way fight, and they started engaging against ETB, Tragics, and Crew. That is dangerous. Zayt and Crew, yeah, they have to WK, and they actually have a chance. You know, it's not a team with no regard for their life, but they do need to get involved in fights. Here they are. And if they box fight Frisk, not Panda and Tragics, this could be huge. Clicks, one of the best box fighters in the game. Repeat that over and over. This will be tough.
All right, I'll let you take it away once this action kicks off. You can feel the tension starting to build.
Yeah. You see how slow, methodical they're going with it. They don't want to engage a team who, you know, has the heals, are backing up, are playing it smart, have the speed. Okay, Zuni's Savage Cloud. Oh, where did they come from? Look at where, you see what Frisk not Panda did? They shockwaved away. They got as far away as possible. Now Zayt Stretch have to fight against Sav, actually. And they're starting to make work. Yeah, Zunis is down. That was really nice. They backed them up into their builds. They got the angles that they needed. They accepted the W key and accept Zuni's loot, too. Thank you for that.
Embrace the W key. All right, Zate, doing work from below. Stretch and Quick's gonna go charging after the last remaining member here up on the high ground.
They know who it is, by the way. They're like, oh yeah, it's Cloud and Sap. Yo, W key them, W key them.
Yeah.
They got Cloud. Now last remaining player. Sap, where you gonna go? Who you gonna call? It's not your former teammates, man.
Good luck, Chuck. Meanwhile, Nuts almost knocked out. And did he get dropped? It looked like he had 10 HP when we went to the wide shot. Zate taking heavy fire from above, but it looks like he's getting out for the moment.
The shockwave views. See the impact that just this one team has on this lobby right here. Some very important players. And they have forced them not only to spend mobility, but they've also taken some damage on them when the time does come. Now they're almost up to 10 elims. Hey, man, this is getting scary. They found two solos. They still have two solos, how they split these trios up one by one. And still looking for more. My goodness.
Want to give a shout out to everyone who is joining us throughout tonight's stream. Reminder, we have a very special concert for you guys. Yeah, I'm calling it a concert in 2020. Youngblood is coming at you live from the UK. Stay tuned here on this channel 15 minutes after the show. Youngblood, one of my favorite artists of 2020, has been making bangers for the last 3 years.
That's going to be a blast to watch, to hang out with Youngblood later on in this Twitch channel right here, twitch.tv/Chipotle. If you don't know where you are, or if you're watching from one of the players' streams, if you're a fan of Youngblood, definitely make sure to come back. Or if you're not, listen to some new stuff.
Absolutely. His collabs with Halsey, my favorite if you haven't listened to it yet. Click's trying to stay alive. You can see no shield on him yet, and he's trying to find time to throw on those pots. In the meantime, he's got to save his teammate, and that's some nice walling as Zate was taking heavy fire.
Yeah, but he saved Stretch and not Zate. It's one of those moments where you choose your evil, your lesser of the evils, or whatever you might say.
It's like, this guy might actually survive. Zate's done for. Meanwhile, Snap is getting pushed heavy. You can see it's Creo and crew. Mongrel and the friends are hungry.
Oh my goodness. Stretch just made one of the quickest decisions that end up being one of the worst decisions. All three, Marco, Creo, and Bucky fall into his box. He's like, oh, I might get one down. Does that not work out? Meanwhile, all quiet on the southern front. Edgy, Scented, and Commandment are current leaders by 21 points. 21 points. Are literally chilling. They've already accrued 11 points in the game. You know, there's only 14 more placement points to go. It might be wraps.
It might be wraps. The only team to break triple digits coming into the final heat. They're sitting at 114, as you mentioned. Everyone else has been at their heels since the very first heat when they locked it up with a 37-point victory. Over to our previous champion, playing on his new trio with Macwood and Kanata. It's just Mr. Ronaldo left alive, and he is in trouble. You got reverse 2K on your right. In front of you, you got Liquid's Chap. Oh, man. This is going to be tough. Acorn's now putting her shots into him as well. Good luck, Ronaldo. No. We'll see you later, buddy.
Yeah, that's when the entire lobby says, you are the chosen one. And it might have been DGen to pick that one up. That is huge. Look, if DGen, Agers, and Skittles want to actually overtake this lead, the 21-point lead that Scented, Edge, and Commandment have over them, they literally need to wipe everybody off the lobby. Like, that's the only chance. Like, there's only 21 people for them to find. And you know what? That's literally the score. So if Scented, Commandment, and Edgy, and then make it towards the end, they need to wipe everybody out of the lobby.
And we need to remind you guys, this is a $50,000 tournament. $30,000 in a year supply of burritos going to first. Second place, though, is $15K. That's a $10K difference over third.
Oh. Chris, you got to be careful here for Commandment, Edgy, and Scented. They're right next to DGen, Agers, and Skittles. If either one of these guys recognize that they are the ones, they are the threats to them, all of a sudden you can see the lobby focus going towards them, at least from these three players. They might even engage in a box fight. I know that's a risky play, but obviously Edgy, Commandment, and Scented are not going to be the ones to make that. But if DGen, Agers, and Skittles did it,
Yep.
All of a sudden, they don't need to wipe the entire lobby. All they need to do is, take a win and get probably 10 eliminations or something like that. If they wipe them right here.
Tragics and Not Panda still in it as well. You saw them in that middle of the build. Meanwhile, on the low ground, you can see just hiding and chilling. We got D-Gen. Your spine showing, bro. Here's the big tower falling, though. As it blows up, it's chaos below.
Oh, my gosh.
And that's Bucky, Creo, and Mongrel down, it looks like.
Yeah, they tried to go for hype, but it was like at the same time as that build was going to get reset, so they all just fall.
Huge
DJ
kill for
Ages and
Frick.
Skittle, they're literally chilling. They're going to hold on to second place. Where's Furious, Illis, and Blake, by the way? Because that's really the fight that we need to be paying attention to. Before this game, it was only a, what is it, 5-point game, actually, between them. I know for sure Furious, Blake, and Illis have one elim. There they are. They're all alive. So keep an eye on these three teams. Frisk, Tragics, and Crew are trying to overtake, actually, Furious, Blake, and Illis.
And they got credit for all 3 kills in the feed earlier. Mongrel, the last one standing, as Bucky and Creel were eliminated. So lots of eliminations, I assume, on that squad. Let's take a look, though. What's going on here with our leaders? This is Commandment representing TSM alongside Illis in the top screen playing with Furious and Blake, excuse me.
And unfortunately, Illis just fell. Furious was the person who clutched up the last game to take the win over Commandment, Sentinel, and Edgy. This time, it's looking almost impossible, nigh impossible. But similar situation. Sentinel, Commandment, and Edgy are still alive. Furious took the 1 versus 3 to win that game and to win the tournament. This time, the lead is far too far. Sentinel, Edgy, and Commandment are going to improve on their second place and take the first. But now it's a matter of whether Blake, Illis, and Furious can actually overtake Agers, Skittles, and D-Gen. It's a 5-point gap. 5 elims will make the difference.
5 elims could be $10,000. It's nutty money here as the Chipotle Challenger Series comes to an end. We're down to our last 7 squads, and some nice movement here from Commandment trying to stay alive as he is going to be tunneling through. At the top screen, you can see Ghost Blake also alongside his teammates inside safely.
Furious still making it work. Blake is now going to go down. Furious will have to clutch once again. He's going straight at D-Gen, Agers, and Skittles. 80 bills left. Scented picks up Blake. He gets the credit for that. D-Gen takes out Shaq. That was another team who potentially had an opportunity to overtake third place too. Furious now by himself. He's waiting. I love this. I love this. Hiding in the back. Furious trying to maintain and potentially improve to second place. Agers goes down. That's huge for Furious. Meanwhile, Sentinel, Commandment, and Edgy, they're literally by themselves on this lower layer and not making any difference. A big difference, though, up top. Acorn trying to pick up Jack. That could be huge going to the final moments. We're in 8 zone. We started this with only 20 players, but we still got 12. Still got quite a few of them. They're all lasting as far as they can.
Edgy, Commandment, and Scented, your #1 team, still looking for another victory. Jack, if you could just hang out here, that'd be great. Oh, that's the zone.
He's trying to get the
see you
loot.
later. I'm going to need your gear, buddy.
In the zone
yeah, if you just hold that.
Oh, that's
Thank
hilarious.
you for your gear. Now we can build again. Tragics has somehow survived the last fight. He's shielding up. You got Frisk still in the mix with Skittles and D-Gen all stacked up on top of each other.
I don't know what's going to happen here. I don't know how this is going to all unfold. I don't know who's going to win the game, and I certainly don't know who's going to overtake third place if it's going to happen, because Furious is still alive. He's still clutching. He's right next to D-Gen, Skittles. I think they just killed him. Yes! Furious is down. A big opportunity now for Slacks, Jack, and Acorn to actually overtake third place. I'm not sure what the difference is from them. It's 11 points. That actually is quite easy to grab if they end up winning the game. Acorn, Slacks, they're trying to do it. They've already gotten themselves 5 elims. This could be it. This could be them stopping the reigning champions from getting any extra free burritos and also $5,000.
Threatening to take their money and their food. A big victory this one will be. As you can see, the battle is going down low. It's going to be Edgy leading the charge with Scented behind him, and now they're getting dropped on. Miro looks to be out. We're down to just 3 squads now.
Scented, Commandment, and Edgy. Oh, they wiped down Acorn. Acorn, Jack, and Slacks, they needed that. They really did. Slacks still alive. He has a Rift Fish. That's not going to really make a difference. He's last alive against Commandment, Scented, and Edgy. They've got Chug Splashes, but do they have floppers? I don't think they do. I think Slacks might have this with the floppers that he has. Final zone closing. They're looking for him. There's nothing. There's going to be one med kit. I'm not sure who's going to take that one more flopper. He bounces in towards Sono. What is this? He actually takes out Center. I think he's the one who had the med kit. And he's down too. Slacks might have just clutched out. Commandment last alive. He's going for the siphon. Yes, he gets it. Commandment 1v1. Actually 40. Oh, 20. He's making a gamble, but I don't think it's going to pay off. No, so close. Yet so far, but our victors of the tournament will win the final game